Fill it up with water. Then add 2 metal electrodes. Connect to a power source. The water is decomposed into hydrogen and oxygen. This hydrogen-oxygen mixture is still quite dangerous. Do not imitate. Adding sodium hydroxide to the water can increase conductivity. If the 2 electrodes are too far apart, the resistance is greater. More voltage is needed. So, if you want a better effect, the closer the electrodes are, the better. But they can't touch each other. I originally wanted to replace the electrodes with steel wool, as it has a very large surface area. It can produce more gas. It's just that the structure is a bit messy. It's not easy to handle. The distance between the electrodes. I accidentally discovered this tiny curved lattice. It has a high specific surface area. The internal structure is also intricate. Like this model, the interior is mainly divided into 2 spaces. The 2 spaces are not connected. Here it's divided into orange and blue. Remove the original lattice. Then you get 2 perfectly interwoven, but never touching perfect poles. Design it as a cylinder. You can use the previous acrylic tube as its shell. Using digital printing. Lower cost. If it's to conduct electricity, it has to be plated with a layer of metal. Using the best conductive paint. First, I did an experiment with a human figure. The conductivity is very good. No problem with electroplating. Adding a low concentration of acid to the water. Do not imitate. The conductivity is better than adding sodium hydroxide. It's just that the corrosiveness is stronger. It won't work with copper. I had to plate it with another layer of silver. Basically, there's no problem. Look at this effect. Although the structure is so complex, the electroplating is indeed very good. Put it into the first mold. Then add the prepared conductive water. Connect the power supply. See the effect. Started immediately. Not bad. 50 cubic centimeters of gas produced per minute. Don't know if that's good though. Let's try if the produced gas can be ignited. Yeah, no problem. There's a problem. Part of the structure has turned red. Look how red it is. What's going on? Could it be corroded? Impossible. It's okay. The silver plating didn't come off. There's just a red layer on the surface. It can be brushed off. See? I made another one. This time I'm using conductive water mixed with sodium hydroxide. Let's see if it's any different. Oh, it's still not working right. The red is gone. It turned black. See? It's not over yet. It won't conduct electricity in a moment. You see, doing all this, I feel the previous structure was simpler. There weren't so many problems. Redesign the electrodes. Made of multi-layered circular stainless steel plates. Insulating material is added between each layer. Isolated from each other. The whole thing is cylindrical. Cut the stainless steel sheet according to the drawings. Don't wear gloves when drilling. This thing is too thin. It's not rigid enough. It needs support. Or design the insulation layer as a spiral groove structure. Or use photosensitive resin for 3D printing. It's just that the support material is a bit troublesome to deal with. I spent a whole half day on this. Let's see if it's both breathable and sturdy. This lug is the positive electrode. This lug is the negative electrode. Put in an insulating layer. Then put another conductive layer. A small hole. A large hole. The large hole is separated from the small hole. Connect the 2 pieces. Put a good insulating layer in the middle. The positions of the holes between the 2 pieces are also opposite. 1 positive electrode. 1 negative electrode. Install them crossing each other. With this design, the positive and negative electrodes are not far apart. The surface area is also very large. It's just like before. Connect to the power supply. Use a syringe to measure the gas production. Wow, this is intense. This is more intense than before. Oh, this is visibly much faster. The battery is a bit hot. Turn it off first. It's so fast. Less than 150 cubic centimeters in a minute. Let's see if it can be ignited. No problem with the anti-car. The fuel device is ready. The metal rocket combustion chamber I customized before. I'll use it. Measure the dimensions with calipers. Use CNC to machine a base for it. Made a spark plug with a small steel tube, plaster, and copper wire. It works very well. Assembly complete. Test it. Press. The sound is quite loud. Very fast. Without slow motion. Can't even see the tail flame. Can only hear the sound. The thrust cannot be sustained. The remaining gas is immediately consumed. Still need a storage device. The instantaneous explosive power is still very strong. It would be great if it could be fired continuously.